This is Kickle Cubicle. The whole theme of Kickle Cubicle is you are a living snowman who is working to undo the damage that the Great Wizard has done to this fairy tale land. For some reason, this wizard decided he needed to freeze the entire 4 kingdoms. The Garden Kingdom, the Fruit Kingdom, the Cake Kingdom, and the Toy Kingdom. And submerge them in the ocean, and you, as the snowman, are working against the ice to free said kingdoms. To do so, you go from level to level, collecting these magic bags, and these magic bags are what keep each of the stages frozen. Once you've collected them all, the stage collapses, and you rescue whatever vegetable or creature for that particular land, and you move on to the next. So there's going to be there's 4 worlds, there's about 60 or 70 levels for the main game. There are also additional secret special levels that are significantly more difficult, but we are not going to be doing those today. We're just doing the 80%, the main levels. So, you're a Kickle Cubicle. Your main mode of attack is freezing things, as you could have guessed. And by freezing things, you are able to collect, turn these little blue guys into blocks that you can push and slide into the water, creating ice bridges, so that you can get across to your magic bags. You also have the ability to use blocker walls using your B button, or secondary button, whichever, I don't even remember, A, B button, who cares. One button is your breath, one button is the blocker. The blocker is useful fairly often, but not required really ever for most levels. I'm going to do this because this makes sense here. Alright, there we go. So the goal, of course, is to do this as quickly as possible. And I'm kind of barking it up a little bit, but that's okay. But we'll be doing this for a little while here. At the end of each world, you get to fight some sort of super special boss. Usually based off of one of the other creatures of the game, except for the final boss, who is unique. But occasionally you'll get these little mini cutscenes where the vegetables will actually talk to you and say, "Oh no, our world is in peril, please help." We just kind of speed through that, obviously. We ain't got time to listen. Oh no! Whoa, I nearly died immediately. That would have been great. So, there are infinite continues in this game. So, despite there being 1-ups, as you saw there in the screen, there's really no true penalty other than losing your score. Whoopee. So, to be fair, the only thing you really miss out on, if you do end up dying, is that you don't get to see the super special cookie power-ups, which happen occasionally, but usually will only appear if you've been pretty well deathless, or you hit certain score thresholds. We may see them if we don't end up dying, which, if we do, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, there's no real super penalty other than score and a little bit of time if you die. As a note, there's actually a game that was released. It was a homebrew game called Medusa's Lair, something like that, by Mega Cat Studios, and at some point, I'm going to try to learn it. At some point, I'm going to try to learn it. Alright, here we're introduced to our third enemy. The second enemy was pushover. You literally just freeze him and break him. This guy is annoying because this guy will actually allow you to freeze him, the little Tanuki. But if you try to push him, he'll unfreeze himself and kill you. Per power-ups, there's only 2 major ones. There's the P blocks that you see there that will instantly freeze everything on the screen. You saw me use that once. And there's also little popsicles hanging out every once in a while. Popsicles are just for points. We love points. Come here. Thank you. You didn't need that, but that's okay. Need you to be right there, please. Thank you. And boop. So some cucumbers or zucchinis. Very simple game, very straightforward. Freeze enemies, push locks, maybe throw up some blocks occasionally. It's mostly just purely a puzzle game. There are some places where it is much more actionable, where you have to be a lot more precise in your movement. Generally speaking, it's not too bad. Most of the action that you have to do is going to be just forethought, just kind of like, okay, we'll push this here, push that there. There are a few levels that you have to time it per speed. Those don't really start happening until later in the game. Most of the other stages you can take your time. Not in a speedrun though, of course, but... So here we're introduced to yet another enemy. You saw the chickens in the last stage. This we have the spinies. They will follow along the edges, and if you touch them, you die. Those spinies can also kill enemies, which is convenient. And we are a little more than halfway through the first stage already. Or first world, I should say. So the stages do get progressively more difficult as you go through. The puzzles get a little more complicated. But like I said, this game's not too bad, even at its worst. Well, I messed that up. That's fine. That's good. That's better. Come down here, please. Come to my freezing breath that I might freeze you and kick you into the ocean. One more, please. That'll be good, please. Thank you. Well, I guess I'm going to be here for a second. Alright. So you could also go around and collecting the popsicles as well. I was considering at some point doing a run where not only do I collect the bags, which is normal, but I also collect all the little popsicles as well, but that takes a lot more time. So here we have our first speed-based stage where you have to kind of be careful where you go. So we can just do that. We're gonna put him here. And we're blocking back up. Okay, there we go. So you can set up blocks and tear down those blocks, which is, you are the mechanic. I think that's the first stage that really introduces you to that, as well as the mechanics of the spinies. And we're down to 5 more levels of the first world. Easy peasy. So here we're introduced to another mechanic, the open blocks. We can throw ice blocks across them, but they will not fill up. You'll see that here shortly. So you have to figure out how to get around them, and in this stage, again, not too bad. We just gotta build a second bridge. The guy up top, you may not have noticed earlier, but the chicken up top with the sunglasses, he actually can kick frozen blocks, and that will play as a solid mechanic later on in the game. But for right now, he just bounces around and is annoying. He actually did do that mechanic in the previous stage, one of the previous stages where you had to do that to cross the little tiny moats. Another enemy introduced here, we have the bomb-oms, or, you know, the equivalent to. What he will do is he will run around and eventually explode, which we're going to block him real quick, because we don't want to actually have to deal with him. And there you go. Eggplants! Or aubergine, for those who don't like eggplants. Three more levels of Garden Land. We've got fish! Say hello to fish. So as a notable mechanic for Kickle, your main character here, you can do sort of what's kind of like a quick turn. And it's a good mechanic and it's a bad mechanic at the same time, because what happens is when you tap the button to move in a direction, if you don't hold the button to move fully into that direction, Kickle will just kind of snap turn, which is good because that can actually save you in a pinch. If you're getting ready to move across a block that enemies get in to walk through, you can just let go and you'll snap back into the block that you're in. However, that also proves to be a major menace too when running around. When you're trying to really quickly get around, you wind up snap turning into the block you're trying to get out of and end up getting yourself killed, which can be super, super, super trolly and annoying. And happens more often than I care to mention. You try to go too fast and you end up doing more harm to yourself. Alright, so we need 2 more of these freezy guys. One more. And watch out for the spiny as soon as we complete the bridge. By the way, popsicles will block the spinies. Ice blocks will block them, but the enemies will not. They'll actually just roll through the enemies. Alright, last stage of Garden Land before the boss. Taking bets. What boss are we going to fight first? Of the creatures that you've seen, which one is going to be the first boss? Oh, you come back here. Well, that sucked. Meep meep! Alright, tomatoes! Onions, Toad's favorite. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure he would disagree with you, but sure. And the tomatoes will talk to me. Save us! Save us! That's the short version. Concern froze. Alright, so I will say this now. Not this particular boss, but the next couple of bosses, almost every single one of them have super seizure warning. I want to make sure I mention that now. Because after the second boss or the third boss has one of the worst flashing scenes in a video game that I've ever seen. So if you have issues with seizures or have problems with flashing lights, make sure once we get to that next boss or two, and I'll warn you again then, please do look away. Me, unfortunately, I get to see it 3 times because I have 3 screens set up and we'll see the flashing on each. So, yeah, it's extraordinarily intense. I just want to make sure I emphasize it's super bad. So be ready for that. So our first boss is Coke the chicken. I like Coke. Coke is tasty. Coke is going to throw an ice block at us. We're going to run away. He's going to swoop at us. He's going to try to break our ice blocks. We're going to have him throw another one. And then we're going to smack him with the ice blocks that he's put on the ground. Oh, and Coke is dead. 3 hits, and he's down. Boss number 1, complete. What? I mean, that's a joke. That might be. And we have saved our first princess. Princess Pumpkin. Or Princess Pumpa. Chicken is also tasty, I agree. So, on to Fruitland. Come on, Dave. You know I'm not playing that. You know I'm not playing that. Let's not interrupt my stream with that either. You know better. Alright. So here we get to play with the Spinies. Who will also try to play with us. Beer can, Coke can, chicken. I'm much more of the Coke man than Pepsi man. I actually did that for a marathon once. I played Pepsi loses or Coke wins. Pepsi Vaders, whatever. I played that for one of our streams once. It was great. That one and Kool-Aid Man. I believe that was for the last. Was it either for the last food one that we did, or I don't remember. I did those two. They were both fun. Drink-related video games. All right, and Bomb-Bombs complete. I believe those are melons. Butts! I mean, peaches. So each one of the lands are also themed in a shape. This is the pineapple, because you know pineapple is great in the ocean. You're a melon! Yes. Alright, our next enemy is the clowns. The clowns are actually pretty rotten, because they can do, they can kick these balls into you, and you can't really... They're hard to avoid without just putting a block down. Alright. Nope. Okay. The clowns are not the worst enemy in the game, but I'd say they're probably, as side bosses, they're the third worst. The second worst being the turtles, and the worst being the other snowmen. You do actually run into more of your kind in this game, which is Interesting. But they don't like you. So here we have cannons. So if you were hoping for a cannon in a video game, here you go. We got cannons. And those who want to be risky can go after those points. I don't need points. And we have freed the pineapples. Fruitland! Alright, so here we have another Tanuki, as they are, as they definitely look like Tanukis! Get out of the way. Alright. I keep calling those owls because they look like owls, but somebody corrected me and called them Tanukis. And I double looked at them later, I'm like, yeah, I guess they're Tanukis. I feel that you played this game for about 15 years. Little Medusa, that was the game I was looking for. There's a homebrew that you can only buy in cartridge right now, and eventually it'll be on Steam, called Little Medusa. It's a slightly more modernized, but still NES remake of this, basically, but themed with Greek. Eventually, I want to get to learn it, and maybe someday I'll, instead of streaming Kickle Cubicle all the time, I'll do that one instead. But it's an actual cartridge, and I haven't had my actual console hooked up in a while, so we'll see what happens with that. So, eventually, Mad Cat Studios and whatnot, they'll bring out that to Steam, so keep an eye open for that. Looks like fun. So if you enjoy Kickle, you just can't get enough. They probably have the cartridges on sale if you go to their website. Peaches! Our palace is sunken! Please help our princess! Yeah. What do you think I've been doing for the past 17 minutes? Yeah, it's almost the same exact game. It's got a few more different mechanics, but yeah, it's pretty much the same game. Alright, let's go. Alright, so here we're introduced to the cannons. That do exactly what you see they're doing. They will continue to shoot bombs, and you have to not, of course, get hit by them. So instead of being living bombs, they're just straight up, you know, dead bombs, I guess. And done. Cartridge is like 50 bucks, yeah. It's not on sale? Huh. I thought they had their sale for a minute. I think I probably paid about that, but if you like Kickle, you'll probably like that game too. Eventually, like I said, I'll do that one. Eventually, once I get through my other library of shenanigans. Alright, here we have Sprat! Oh no, my first death because I wasn't paying attention. That's okay, we got a 1-up over there we can replenish that with. We don't, again, points in this game absolutely don't matter. Squeeze! Squeeze! Oh, I just... Okay, well, Wepen's not paying attention anymore. Alright, let's pay attention now. Again, there's no real true penalty for running out of lives in this game. There's... nothing. And you cannot... Hey, I pushed block. Oh, let him blow up then, I guess. I push block. Here we go. Those were oranges. Okay, fine. I'm not paying attention to that either. To be fair, I'm not normally awake on the weekend before 10. I was up at 6 this morning, okay? To be fair... I really don't want to have to get this guy aggravated immediately, but... Alright, so here we have the hammers. The hammers in this game are probably the most confusing mechanic. But the best way to look at the hammers, if you're trying to figure out how exactly they work, I mean, obviously you hit the side of it with an ice block. Where does it go? Whatever direction the hammer is pointing is the direction that the hammer will spin around and hit the block that you've pushed into it. So if the hammer's pointing right and you hit it from the bottom, it will go to the right. If it's pointing to the left and you hit it from either side there, it'll go to the left. So it's surprisingly, for as confusing as it is, it actually is pretty easy to figure out. Hey! You know, Dave. Gaming with Cal is a close friend of mine. You know. I don't like getting up early. That's why I don't normally have to. Alright. Goes left, right, and goes up, and boom, done. Boom goes the dynamite. Banana! That's not getting up early. That's staying up late. That's right. There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Wepen. My actual wife sitting next to me. A real-life human being. Alright, so here we've got plenty of Spinies. We're going to try not to aggro absolutely every one of them. Just most of them. Hey, no, you get back here. Oh, hey! There's our special prize. We don't normally grab that because it's just points. It's literally just points. But hey, you get to see the rare elusive cookie ring, which turns everything into a cookie, in this case, flowers. Bubble Bobble had something very similar. But you just clear as many as you can before the timer runs out for it and call it a day. Normally those are a waste of time, but in this stage, I'll take it. So the only way you get to see that is if you reach a certain point threshold and or haven't died a whole heck of a lot, which I usually end up dying way too much to ever see it. And it's usually not even necessary. It's just a nice thing. More melons! Making our way through the game, going fast. Fruitland! 3 more stages. Anybody want to take a guess what the boss is? Taking guesses. Alright, going up. And since we don't want to have those guys again. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more good poosh. Actually, I just wasted time there, but poosh! Poosh! Hey Yagamoth, how you doing? No, there is, if you did miss it and you actually were, if you're not joking about what's secret, if you live long enough or get enough points, there is a special ring that will drop that can actually turn like the entire map into points. So instead of having to actually collect all 3 of the magic bags, you can just collect those points instead. I'm sure you weren't joking about. I'm sure you were joking about that, but I don't see it too terribly often because I usually end up doing a game over or something stupid. Yeah, it's either points or you live long enough, something, or it's just kind of random. I don't even know. I legitimately have no idea. All I know is if you get a game over, you probably won't see it. So this is the most painfully long stage of the game. Primarily because of just the shenanigans of having to wait for these guys to constantly spawn.
According to a wiki, it appears randomly, and it's possible that it's related to the collected number of popsicles, but this is not confirmed.
Mrs. dropping some game knowledge on me. I mean, I've been playing the crap out of this game since I was a kid, but I don't know how things work. Okay. See, I don't know how things work. I really don't. Alright, that one's done. That's probably the most annoyingly long stage of the game. Not the most annoying, but the most annoyingly long stage. Alright, apples have been freed! Okay, fair warning. Again, there might be a solid seizure warning for this one. If you have problems with flashing lights, look away. I'll let you know when to look back. Is it this one or the next one? Either way, heads up. Boss is a mad clown! Mad clown! Might be. Okay, it's not this one, but the next one. The next one has the Wizardy Orb, which is just stupidly flashy. And like I said earlier, probably one of the most intense flashing scenes in any NES game ever made. But this one's not bad. The next boss is the one. Mad Clown! There he is. Mad Clown Pyro. So he throws rubber balls that will break once they hit a wall. So we have to make it hit a wall. Double hit. Hit a wall, hit a wall, hit a wall. Conveniently, triple hit. We need one more. And there it is. Pyro is down. Also known as the Bear Hugger. World 2 complete. And Princess Apple, or in the game, Princess Lutia. 2 down, 2 to go. Now on to Cake Land, my favorite. I like cake. And our world design is a fork. So here's where the stages start getting more, not necessarily difficult, but interesting. Baloney! I froze him and still got hit. I disagree with that. Wonder how long it would take for I Want to Be the Boss to be retro enough to be featured here. I would say that's more of a case of somebody willing to play it that can go more than a few seconds without getting destroyed by it. There's somebody willing to play it. There was Battle Kid. Now let me clarify. Not difficult. The timing of the game was not good. I froze him and it still died when I went to push him. That was bad timing. That wasn't the stage being difficult. I will defend that. Can you not do that? Yep. Alright. No! Alright. Donuts! He says as he dies immediately, I know. Alright, let's go clear the Fork Land. So here we're introduced to, I believe, our last major enemy, the second to last major enemy, the Shieldmen. The Shieldmen you cannot hit dead on with a ice shot. They will reflect it. Alright, here we go. I need one of you. They will charge at you and they can reflect your shot. I feel like Kickle and the Penguin from Yumi Penguin might not get along. Possibly. Possibly. I believe that's also being featured in this marathon. Pretty sure somebody else is playing that. Jinx yourself, jinx yourself. Yeah. So here is one of our high-speed action stages where we have to be very quick to get through, or we'll have problems. He says as he immediately screws up one of the things he needed to do. So there's an ice block in the upper right that if we don't get there quickly enough, will melt. And that cannon that's on that other side will actually be able to kill us. So, we want to make sure we deal with the stage as quickly as possible. By the way, don't ask why there's burgers in Cake Land. I'm not going to complain. I'll take a burger too. Alright, we're at the base of the fork. Rooker the shield bearer could use the shield to reflect Kickle's breath back at him. Yeah, they have names. I really don't. I mean... Ah! Yeah, they all have names. I don't really, you know, the slime, the shield knights, you know. I call them by the names that make sense. I mean, there's onion rings. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna yoink. I mean, it's just meat and veggies cake, right? Yeah, meat cake. I love meat cake. Meat cake is great. Candies! Okay, yeah, this is the bad flashy boss. We're not there yet, but we're halfway there. So yeah, before this boss, make sure you either look away or be aware at least. So here is our second to last enemy. These are the turtles. These guys are annoying. If they get in their spin mode and you don't freeze them before that, they will just mow you down because you can't freeze them. Noggles! The slimes are noggles, apparently. I just call them slimes. Everybody got it. Everybody gets it. Alright, here's another speed stage. Kick this around. Alright, you ready? I'm not. Alright, get this guy taken care of. Alright. You have very little time to make that work. The grunting is real. The pain is real. Alright, middle time. Let's go. Alright, here's our first mildly difficult hammer puzzle. We're gonna deal with the tortoise real quick. We're gonna try to deal with the tortoise real quick. So basically, the trick of this one is to go after the hammer as often as possible. Hey, none of that. Also, the big trouble of this stage is the tortoise can break your frozen noggle, your frozen slime. So you have to be very quick about pushing that around. That sure was a tricky kick. Wait, that's a different game. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Alright. Here we're introduced to yet another mechanic, the blocks. The arrow blocks. If you smack one of the blocks into an arrow block, it will break. Unless you hit it from the side. Alright, we're gonna block you in. Alright. He says as he immediately doesn't block him in. Ah! I tried to do something stupid. Okay. Alright, so you need to get 1 or 2 ice blocks up to the top and then get them pushed down from those edges. So we're gonna try to quickly grab a couple of these guys. Alright. Alright, let's do this first. Yeah, I don't care once they're free. I just want to make sure I don't run into them immediately. There we go. Thank you. Waffles! Hope you like waffles. I like waffles. Do you like waffles? Yes, I like waffles. Alright, more hammer fun. Alright. Bam! Pop, 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 pop. And we're done. It takes a little while to figure out like I said, to figure out the mechanics of the hammers. They're tricky sometimes, especially this game forces you to do a lot of combination hammer hits. All right, here's the second hardest speedrun room. And you have to do it quick because the spiny at the end, if that ice block melts, it'll just roll through and kill you. Flan! It's flan! Alright. More hammer fun. I hope you like hammer fun because we're having more hammer fun. I need you right here, please. Thank you. And bloop. We'll go on this side first. Stop you right there, thank you. Oh, another fun mechanic. If you spin the hammer into an enemy, that will kill most enemies. It's very useful. Kill them or at least shove them out of the way. Alright, last 4 levels of Cake Land, and we're on to Toyland. Alright, so we're going to grab the one on top first. I'm going to try to grab the one up top first. Thank you. Burgers! Beep, beep, beep. Alrighty, here we go. Fun times! So remember when I said earlier about the chickens that kick? The kicking chickens? Here's some kicking chickens. Alright. Oops. There we go. Don't get in the way of the springs. Well, we have to wait for that guy to come back through now. Hold on. There we go. Alright. So, like I said, there are 4 worlds, and then there's the special level world. We're not doing those special levels. We're just doing the main 4 worlds. It would take a lot more than an hour to get through if that were the case. Here we're going to have more fun with springs. But they don't give us just springs, they'll give us cannons too. Yeah, I was dumb. I was trying to get the cannon taken care of, but I didn't move out of the way of the spring shot. Alright, Noggles! Alright, hold on. All that just to do that. All that just to get 1. That's okay. Alright, last level of Cake Land, then seizure warning. So again, we have our hammer time. But this is a tricky hammer because you have to do an action mid-shove. Hey, get out of here. Nobody likes your kind, turtles. Nope, run! And cake. So yet again, if you have issues with seizures or flashing lights, please look away for the next about 20 to 30 seconds and just listen to the sultry sounds of my voice. I will let you know when to look back. Otherwise, prepare your eyeballs. You have been warned. Oh, it's being nice today. Oh, no, never mind. Wow, for some reason it decided to be nice. I don't know why it didn't flash as much as it should have. It normally flashes a lot more. I guess the emulator was being nice. Kapan! So yeah, I guess FCUX decided to take it easy on our eyeballs today. I suppose that might be because I normally do on console. I'm actually just doing via emulator today. So that might be why. Alright, Kapan, I just need to hit you like once. So, yeah, that was weak. Yeah, normally on, I don't normally play this on emulator. I usually play it on my console. I guess emulator takes a lot more pity on you than the console does. Princess Crema! That's what I get for playing on emulator instead of on console, I guess. I just don't have it hooked up. Toyland! Gun! Look away! No! Alright, hardest level in the game, bar none. Hardest level in the game, right here. Because it's just stupid. Nope, I failed it. Oh, wow. Lucky. But yeah, that stage is ridiculous because those spikes, they're on a set path, but if you let them go too long, they'll just go really wonky. And that's usually the stage I spend more than a few rounds on. But again, I guess the system's being kind to me. Here's the last enemy of the game, the snowman. Oh no! He sidestepped! Oh yeah, there's no way I'd get the popsicles for that stage. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Yeah, these guys aren't too bad, but if they sidestep, you're in trouble. As you clearly saw. But yes, they can freeze you back. And you can't freeze them, which is kind of weird if they're your own kind. But you're the good guy. And the good guy has weaknesses to his own element. He used strafe, just like in Doom. So this stage is kind of hard too, but we'll be fine. Yeah, these bouncing spike things are super annoying. Yep, Mrs. Wepen's floating around. She usually sits beside me when I stream and throws out all the hot tips. The strong gaming knowledge that I am just simply not providing because either I didn't know it or didn't take the time to learn it. Anyways. She's the Google master. Whoops. Speedy! Alright, we've unlocked our toy soldiers. We're making good time, by the way. We're making very good time. My PB in this game is something around a 55-minute for any percent, which is not bad. It's not world record or anywhere close, but 55 is a good solid time. Yeah, boop. Alright, here we go. Getting towards the final stretch of this game. Here's probably one of the more tricksy stages. It involves some heckin' dodging. I'm gonna let this take that guy out. Alright. Heckin' dodging complete. We got stockings! Not just any stockings, but we got talking stockings. That's right, talking stockings. Hello, Carrot King! How you doing today? Hope you're doing swell this morning. Talking stocking, telling us about the final locked area. Be careful, have fun. Yeah, we've done this a few times. Let's go! We took down the barrel. We're going for the trigger now. Oh, if you thought you were done with the hammer fun, you're definitely mistaken. Woo! Well, that was, Carp. Yeah. Come back here. Come back here. Nope! And that's why you don't stand on the hammer pad when it's active. Yeah, I screwed up. That's fine, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I am an expert at this game. I'm just not an expert at living. Alright. Much better. That's how that should have looked. Kickle, please! Yo! What's going on? And we got the little Raggedy Ann dolls. Y'all remember Raggedy Ann, right? No, probably not, but hey, that's fine. But maybe, you know. Alright, so this one just kind of sucks. Yeah. I'm suddenly forgetting my game here. I am absolutely forgetting my game right now. I am blanking. I'm absolutely blanking right now. I am 100% blanking right now. Oh man, I am blanking.
What level is this?
No, I got it. I'm just completely blanking right now. Crap happens. Please hold. There we go. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that. Wepen had a brain fart. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! I was like half a step away. I was half a step away. I'm like, I'm blanking! I'm blanking! Alright. I am not blanking anymore. I'm alright. Actually, I did still kind of blank. Hold on. Yeah, everybody saw it coming. I know. Actually, we're gonna race it. Alright, intermission over. We're back. I completely brain farted. When you get to the point where you've done it enough times and you're sitting on the stage going, yeah, I got this, and all of a sudden, what the crap do I do? It happens. Yeah, I need to be up top here. How did that break? Legitimately, how did that break? Weird. I've never seen it break on that before. It just broke. Alright, well, whatever. Onward. Alright, I gotta do this way. Alright, I gotta take care of this guy. Hack! Okay. Brain fart is brain fart. It happens. Alright, 8 more levels and then the final boss. So here's probably one of the trickier hammer puzzles in the game. Not the worst, but it's pretty tricky. But it's pretty easy. You do, let's see, 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes if the game is nice, it'll push those bags through to you that you never have to actually go through. See, it gave me 1. You gonna give me the other one? No? Alright, out you come. Sometimes it'll be nice to push those out to you and you never have to actually go down there, but... Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, It floats around my head like Christmas trees. Alright. Sorry. Shut up, Wepen. Got it. Alright, we're gonna make effective use of the P blocks. We're gonna do that. We're gonna freeze the kicking chickens, because the kicking chickens are amazingly annoying. Get these to stop bouncing around for a second. Santa hat, oh Santa hat, it floats my hand on my head like Santa hat. Oh. That is the next holiday. So I guess it's not too early to start doing the random Christmas shenanigans. Alright, here we go, let's dodge them. This is a solid game of heckin' dodge them. Hick! Dodge them. Next holiday is kicking chickens. Fable was such a good game. Fable was such a good game. I miss Fable. Alright. We got some snowman action here. Let's go. By the way, you cannot freeze these guys. Oh no, 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 no! Fable was a good game. Fable 1. Fable 3 was great too, until you got to the... Okay, now you gotta save the world with nothing. Good luck! You had to play the best game of all, politics. Because I know we all love the game of politics. Toy cars, let's go. By the way, Kicking Chicken Spice is amazing. Sounds like it. 3, the first half of 3 was phenomenal. I loved the first half of 3. I detested the second half. I pretty much quit after the second half. It was so bad. If it wasn't for the fact that they did the stupid try to save the world shenanigans in the most political way possible, it could have been better. It could have been so much more. I get what they were doing, but at the same time, gosh freaking dang it, it was such a good game. So here we play the game of Ring Around the Rosie. Oh, hey. That'll be good. Somebody kick that, please. Kick that! No, don't worry about the Noggle. Go kick that ice block. There you go. Good boy. Pandas! I won't lie, Reaver is straight up badass. Love it. I can tell Michelle. That's terrible. Thanks, Dave. Last 3 levels. Another puzzle here. Another one of these lovely... Hey, hey, hey! None of that now. Well, that wasn't what I needed to do. Nope. Gosh darn you. What? Come on. I know what I'm doing, I promise! So I think you turn it up to the factory for profit. Okay, this is why we keep Mrs. Wepen around. No, this is why Mr. Wepen loses his mind. This game is impossible. The special levels are, but the main game's not bad. Alright, last 2 levels in the boss. I think we'll actually make it under an hour. Up 1 step. Alright, so these you have to push in the right order. And be careful on the last push not to say hi to the spinner. More toy soldiers. Alright, last level. This one is the only one I keep notes on because I always forget the pattern. This is the only one I have notes for, and the notes are literally a tiny corner of a notepad. Can confirm, right there. It says right, left, down, left, up, up, left, up. So, we have right, left, down, left, up, left, up. And this one goes to the right. That is the only one I keep notes for. Yeah, the special levels are pretty stupid. Alright, final boss time. Let's go. And our final thing is Legos. We like Legos. Let's go, Legos. Let's go kill the Wizard King. Or beat him up a little bit. P.S. Lore. Wizard King is your brother. No, actually, I have no idea. Wizard King's just kind of a pain in the backside. That ain't a Lego. I know Legos. That's a Mega Block. Totally not Duplo. Immediately. That's not a Lego. It's a Mega Block or a Duplo. Or one of those other off-brands. Alright, into the sinkhole. Let's go. Everybody in. Trippy. Alright, we're going to go save Toy Castle. Totally not made out of Legos. Alright. There is the Wizard King. How dare you come up here? How can you defeat me? Hopefully pretty easily, actually. We stand on his left side, wait for him to shoot out the little ice balls, and then run from him when he tries to jump on us. Nano block. I had nano blocks. Those were great. I had a few of the... I had the panda and... Oh, gosh darn you. I had the panda and, like, the little Taj Mahal or whatever it was. I can't hit him! Ah! Fine. There's two. I have to hit him 5 or 6 times. I forget. He gets faster every time you actually hit him. That's 3. But you can still outrun him until he gets to, like, 4 or 5. That's 4. Yeah, you can still outrun him at 4. That should be 5, yep. You can't outrun him at this point. Alright, and that is GG. So, Kickle Cubicle is... Oh no! Kickle, no!